and welcome to this week's adventure of our little campaign of Dungeons and Dragons. Before we start, as always, I'd like to say a big thank you to our sponsor of TaylorMade Craft, who make our fantastic and beautiful initiative markers. You may see them in action today, you may not, we'll see what happens. For any more of their geeky little goodies, be sure to check them out online at on their... Is there a website? No, there's a Facebook page of TaylorMade cards and also their Instagram account, which you'll see us tag them in various other little goodies. So, before we jump into tonight's session, is there any little nuggets anyone wants to ask or do or state? We good?
We're good.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Well, let's dive into tonight's adventure then. Right, well, last we left off, the newly named CB4 became the High Harvest champions of Silvery Moon, spending the evening drinking and celebrating. In the morning, you decided to accompany Alora and Viella to the city of Waterdeep. But before leaving on your new adventure, you stocked up on some winter essentials, along with the purchase of a horse-drawn cart to help you along on your new journey. You all leave via the southern gate and leaving this beautiful city of Silvery Moon behind you for your new adventure with your new group of friends. You left around midday, going into just before late afternoon. It's an oddly warm day considering you are about to enter winter, but you can feel the hit of winter in the air as you travel down the winding road towards the city of Everland. There I lost my marker. Sat leading the cart are two young female elves. Viella?
I am a high elf. I am 6 foot. I have silver eyes, bronze skin, golden blonde hair, shoulder length, under a winter hat with fluffy ears. I'm wearing a long black coat with fur lining, not that you can see it, obviously. Knee-high black boots and leather trousers.
Okay, I am also an elf, slightly shorter, about 5'7". I have bright green eyes, very pale, slightly blue tint to my skin. My hair is black, it's really long, and at the end there's hints of red, and I've tied it all up in a messy braid that goes down. I'm in travelling clothes, fairly well made, in hues of greens and browns, with a very deep midnight blue cloak over the top. Barakus, anything up front?
Alora shouts to Barakus, a dark-skinned tiefling walking just ahead of the cart.
So the name's Barakus, as you heard. I'm a deep red skin colour. I have a scar on the left-hand side of my face after a little bit of an incident, and I'm average height, very skinny, makes it easier to move about for my type of skills and style. I have horns, but they're not normal horns, they've curved inwards, and I only have very short hair of mixture of like a brownish / blondish colour with just like black / red eyes, and that is me. No, nothing this side, or nothing that I can see. Green, anything on your end?
As you turn to shout towards the back of the car, a big, well-built green dragonborn appears.
Yep, I'm green, a 7-foot dragonborn. Green in colour, bowed on top, no hair. I'm wearing a red t-shirt with a red cloak that's covering my head, with camo trousers with cow boots on. Mm-hmm. Wolf teeth. Body type, I'm muscled because of being a barbarian. My eyes are red and blue, and I see a rabbit.
You see a rabbit?
I see a rabbit.
Yells out to her. Don't see anything, but there's a rabbit.
There's a rabbit.
Tasty.
As you all carry along on your adventure, this is a road that you have been used to. You have gone from Silvery Moon to Everland a small handful of times in the past few weeks, or week even. And in the far distance, you start to see the city of Everland come close. You know there is an off-road. You can either choose to go through the city of Everland, or you can choose to go just around the edge of the city towards Waterdeep. Which would you like to choose?
Should we go around, or did anyone want to go in?
I would say go around.
I was about to say go round. for
Yeah.
me.
It is more late afternoon now. So if you were to go round, you would probably be camping outdoors today. You could choose to stop for the night in Everland, but
Yeah, we can go around, find a campsite somewhere, can't we?
Yeah.
We'll carry on for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
yeah, lovely.
Yeah, so we'll scooch round.
Yep. So would you want to travel into the dark night, or are you gonna stop when you feel you find a good camping spot?
I'll say stop when we find
Yeah.
a good camping spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're doing a few more hours worth of travel. The sun does slowly start to set now, and as it's getting darker, you really now start to feel the chill of the winter air hitting you. A lot along the way, you do see the city of Everland to your left. It's quite far in the distance, but it's still very remarkable in its size. As you're walking past, you feel you might have found a place. Would one of you like to make a survival check, please?
Yeah, do you want to agree?
Survival, yeah.
Yes, please.
Where are you? 19.
19, lovely.
Nice.
So as you're walking along, you see a couple of places, but like, we could do better than that. And you come up to this nice little bit just by a little stream. Yeah. So just about maybe 10 foot off the road and just into a nice little clearing on a small patch of trees.
Cool.
And this could be your home for the evening.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
So,
Try and park the cart so we got a little bit of privacy from the road.
yeah, you can angle the cart to try and almost block off that little entrance bit.
Yeah.
I'll
like a
walk-
windbreaker.
I'll walk to the river and have a look to see if I can see any fish.
Yep, so make her a perception check, see if you can look at fish. It's a bit dark now, so do it with disadvantage because
Yeah, I'm
your
blind.
terrible eyes.
8.
8. You look at it and you're like, fish! Put your hand there.
Nothing.
Pebble. But the effort was valiant. Yep, so you can set up camp for the night. If some you can choose to sleep in your cart, as you did pay out the extra moolah to get a little roof on there.
Well, we have a tent, so
You
we can
do have your tent,
we
yeah?
can set a tent up and then we can kind of split it. Like
Yeah.
we'll stay in the tent, you guys can have the cart, or if you want, kind of
Yeah.
make a little
Yeah.
homey thing going on.
Little home thing going on.
Just swap every night then.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
rotate it.
Yeah,
Take
you know you're
time
going to
then.
be a few nights travel.
I let the puppy out, let her have a run around.
Yes, what's your puppy's name?
Laurie.
And what's she look like?
She is a little black Springer. Very curly hair. Very cute. Yeah.
Not a
Big spongy pores just kind of paddling. Yeah, on a thing.
This is where she's wearing gloves.
the fairy.
Yeah, a little.
The little butties. Yep, so you're setting up your camp. Is there anything anyone wishes to do? I mean, you have rations, you could go hunting
To be honest,
after the failed fishing attempt.
I want to go and do a bit of hunting.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
So go out and make
That's what I was
Are you
trying
going to go
to
by
do.
yourself? Just stalk alone in the little wooded area that you're at?
I'll go by myself.
Yeah, that's fine. So make a survival check, please.
19.
19, very nice. So you're out there for half hour, 45 minutes. You kind of perch yourself up a tree and just kind of let the wilderness become used to your presence. And as you're waiting, you see 2 rabbits pass by and you manage to crack shot each one of them. You have gained 2 rabbits for the party.
Yay, 2 rabbits.
It's not enough to feed everyone. So, but I mean, you can choose to use one ration and then mix it in with the food that you've hunted. So only one person will lose a ration. It'll feed everyone.
I'm going to try and do fishing.
You gotta go fishing again.
Yeah.
Yep. So go disadvantage again, please.
Are we starting to keep track of rations and that then? Or...
No, maybe not so much keep track. Just top them
Just
up
like every now and
then.
then.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
6. You're thinking, I've learnt from this. Pfft, no, not
Green,
learnt
do you
from
want
it.
some light or something?
Please.
I'm gonna grab one of the little pebbles and cast light on it and just hand it to him and say, use that.
Yep. So you're handed a glowing pebble by
I'm
Laura.
gonna try again.
Try again.
11.
11.
It's
So-
fun.
With the light, are you holding the light? Are you dropping it in the water, or
Drop it in the water.
So you drop the light in the water, and you're there, and you're waiting, and nothing appears. It appears you have spooked them with the big orb of light in the water.
I'm gonna cancel the light and turn around back to camp. Like, you're on your own with that one now.
Oh dear me.
Anything anyone's discussing during the roasting of the
I
rabbits?
want to start trying to teach Laurie, like, train her a little bit.
Mhm. Is there anything in particular you're wanting to do with her?
I think we'll start with sit and stay.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of
So
start that way.
please make a animal handling check.
Where is my animal? There it is. Crap. 9.
9. You sit there with her, and you're like, you stood there. You're like, sit, sit. Starts paddling around everywhere. You try and like look, sit, and you sit down yourself. You try pushing down her legs, but whenever you go over to approach her, she starts running off and bouncing around. She thinks you're playing, and I'm afraid you did not succeed on this one.
Oh,
Not this
shame.
time.
Not this time. I'm just gonna give her a bit, like my last piece of pocket bacon, just to like, oh, you're such a cutie.
Like, you failed, but here, have a treat anyway.
Yeah. After she's been playing and stuff, so she can come and calm down and have a nibble.
I am not even going to open my cage.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I will eventually.
You're just like hanging from the cart. Just
Yeah, I
It's
can
like
imagine.
tight in
You
a
now
tree.
somebody will have like lamps on the
Oh,
car.
we just got a nasty thing.
Got a nasty thing. It keeps the evil away.
It's like,
Exactly.
Green, pass me this. Let me just tie this up here. Just see it swing.
Is there anything else anyone is doing?
I'll just feed the thing. Well, Gizmo.
Yeah. You
Gizmo.
give Gizmo a little bit of the raya bit that you have, and mix in with a little bit of the dried rations. Evil.
I was fucking waiting for it.
Evil little thing. But it's, you know when something's like evil but it's adorable at the
Yeah.
same time? It's got a bit of that going on, so you know, you kind of let
I
it off.
honestly want to train him.
So Barakus is just looking like.
Yeah. Do you know what in my head it reminds me of, you know, Nibbler from Futurama?
Yeah.
That little thing. To me, that's what it
As
reminds
soon
me
as you
of.
said don't feed him after midnight, I was like,
It doesn't.
it just
do-
reminds me of Gizmo.
Yeah.
It doesn't make pebbles. It makes little like things
It's
that
more
have
like
heads.
Radiums, yeah.
Fucking guns. You see.
So the night starts to approach on you. You can really feel the cold air hitting. Fortunately, you do have your fire nice and roaring and sparkling away, so it is really helping to take a bit of that sting off the cold. And as we start to roll into the night, who's taking the first watch?
Aye.
I will. I'll join.
Both please make perception rolls.
Perception.
10.
8.
Yeah. You hear the odd sound of the fire crackling. You got a nice little bit of wood to the side so you can keep topping it up. You don't hear anything suspicious. You just hear your regular forest noises. And it's, although it is cold, it's almost quite welcome. You know, seeing your breath in the night air, the clear and the clear sky. It's
Like
quite a
that.
romantic atmosphere, if I'm completely honest.
Oh.
That's why I said about snuggling. You know.
Yeah, Barakus starts inching and Laura's
Just
just kind
like-
of inching that way. Just kidding.
Love some, yeah.
Like inching.
Yeah, and that sees the end of your watch. If you'd like to wake up your compadres.
I'll call into the
Wake up.
tent, elbow by other awake. Your turn, biatch. And just kind of like pass out with the dog.
I'm just gonna have a twig and just like poke Green and be like, wakey wakey.
Wakey wakey. Yep, so Green and Viella, you are now both on watch. Could you please make perception checks on me?
Do better than me, please.
Yeah, me.
20.
Nice. Not natural.
Not natural.
Not natural.
Why can I never see this? 5.
Yeah, I need to get you a new D20. So you, Viella, with the cold that's coming in, you quite like it. You're there, but you feeling the cold on your skin and seeing the cold breath as you're staring into the fire. You almost get lost in the flames as you're looking.
God.
Thankfully, Green is actually alert, and you Green, you hear a rustling, not an unusual rustling by any means, but you hear it on your right, and then you hear it on your left, and then you hear it simultaneously, and you know shit's about to go down. As you look over, you see a little scuffle of feet.
I'll just be like, I'll just shout, "Get up!"
I'll give you
Let's
this.
have it
I'll
here.
give you this 3 action.
Yeah, I'll shout, "Everybody get up! They're coming!"
They're coming.
That was deep.
Well, then
Does that wake us?
That does in fact wake you. I will say that wakes you, as he's probably shouted quite loud and you're the only things in this area.
Okay.
Can I please get an initiative roll?
No.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Where am I?
Best I've done in a
Why-
couple of
found-
games.
Yeah. Come on. 11.
Alright, Viella, please. 11? That's not too bad. I like to be in the mid. Green.
10.
Barakus.
19.
19. And I like to
Actually, this is
and
gonna
at
be
this
quite
moment,
funny.
I like to take this chance and thank Taylor May Craft for these beautiful initiative
Jazz
markers. Jazz hands. Hey, Laura.
It's alright, I get paid for
18.
it.
18. Oh.
God, just behind me.
I love it.
Romance
My
still
initiative
continues.
rolls have been so freaking bad the past few games.
Alright. So, let's say.
Do I need to move my...
No, you're good.
Sweet.
So, this here is our fire. Fire! We'll say this is the camp. This is your cart. As you positioned it to kind of, block your way. Here's your horsey there.
The beast.
Oh yeah, we made sure he had some food.
I'm going to assume that, you guys stopped there because he was by the stream. But, the horse needs water.
Yeah. Oh wow, we're good. This is gonna take some. This is gonna take some.
You, Green, saw the bushes rattle here, and you saw the legs appear from this one here.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm guessing
Everybody,
we're
please
around
place
here.
yourselves. Yeah.
So, because
So you would be in the cart, wouldn't
I'd
you?
be in the car.
And I'm guessing where's
So
the
you'd be
I'd be
prone in the
inside.
car.
Would you be my
where's
prone,
the
Yep.
stream? Like where would we put the tent? I'm guessing we'd have put it like here-ish.
So the stream was over here.
Bloody put it over
I
there.
would say about there.
Put it over here.
So I would be in the tent.
Because then you'll be closer to the
And you're
cart,
prone in
just
the
in-
tent.
Oh, okay.
Let's just do a little tent. That is a tent.
Might as well
Okay.
just do an X.
X marks the tent. There we go. Just turn that down a little bit.
That's quite
Alright.
good music for this as well.
I know, it's
Good timing.
banging,
I
isn't
love
it?
it.
I won't say what it's from because I'm not allowed to.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Damn copyright.
So-
Thanks,
Just make mind that you guys haven't seen these yet.
I just know they're coming. I've
You
seen
have
this
seen that
Yeah.
one.
guys. We'll be
As
seeing
in
him in a
seen
minute.
him or seen his feet?
Feet.
He
I've
has
just
seen its
I've
feet.
seen his feet.
Little tipsy.
So it's a good thing I'm going bloody last.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, Barakus, you're currently prone in the cart.
Sweet. So, I'm gonna obviously get up.
Yeah.
So that's the actual movement, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's half your movement speed to get up.
I really don't like that.
I don't understand it either. You're in the cart, so you can't see anything, obviously.
So I have to actually step outside, yeah?
Yeah.
For me to do anything.
Because
Sweet.
all I can do is point to where I've seen the feet.
Yeah. So these guys, unless obviously you go and investigate the area, they are blind.
Yeah. Sweet. I'm gonna bonus action hide in the cart.
Yep, that's fine. Make a stealth roll, please. I'll
That's
give you
8.
advantage as well because you're in a car.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
A pretty
They
decent-
I'm going to hide in the car.
They don't know. They don't know I'm there.
That's what rogues do.
Come on,
They
know my
hide
shit,
when I get my
man.
hair turned to.
So 25.
25, lovely. You feel as though you are thoroughly
I am
hidden.
with the cart.
Yeah,
You are
He is
one
the
with
cart.
the cart.
He is a piece of wood.
I'm
on the
part of the
cart.
floor.
Is that everything you
That
wish
is
to do?
everything for me.
Elora.
So I'm gonna like sit up, not quite stand up.
Like a zombie.
I'm just gonna sit up and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna send a message to Viella. Actually, no, because I would have had Green shout, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send a message to Green. It'd be like, what? What are you doing? Why? What?
Green, you hear this message in your head.
Slightly like sleep, kind of. What? What's going on?
He thinks he's high.
You recognise the voice, you know who it
Yeah,
is.
I know the voice, but I'm just like, where the fuck did that come from?
Have you ever sent it to him before?
I
I
think
don't believe so.
I don't think so. Actually.
you've only
I'll be like,
messaged,
what the fuck?
messaged between each other, I remember already, but
Yeah, you
Yeah,
reckon
yeah,
the two
yeah. I
were
think
I'll
I've
just say, like,
tried
what
to
the
send one to you before, but you were too far away.
yeah.
So yeah, if I hear that, I'll be like,
I'd just be like, something in the bush. I can see the feet.
okay, so then I'll.
Bush, legs.
Bush has got legs. It's scaring me.
Okay, then I'll cast. Actually, no, I won't. Yeah, I'll cast Mage Armor,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll kind of like crawl to like. Oh, so I'm crouched at the entrance, and I can peek around.
Yep.
The tent. I'm guessing the entrance is outside.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna say that, so I can look around and see what's going on.
Because all you can see is me pointing over to that bush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that's the only one I've
I
seen.
probably shouldn't have put 2 and 3 out, but you know, never mind.
But-
It's done now.
we're there,
Yeah.
and then that's me.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
we
you
can
done?
just say that we don't know they're
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So
They
it's
are
like-
invisible. Alright, so number 1's turn. Knowing that it has been identified, it is just gonna like swoop, go up and it's gonna come round here.
Would I be following him since I've seen his feet, or would I lose track of him?
You wouldn't have seen this, it's out of your range of vision due to you having terrible eyes. So it's gonna come out, it's gonna go here, and that's its turn. So you've now lost track of it, you do not know where it is now. Viella, you have not seen anything.
I've not seen anything.
No.
Oh.
All you
You've,
see is
you've
the
heard
fire.
Green alerted to the bush. You heard the rustle of the bush. That is all.
Oh, bollocks. And I haven't seen him pointing this way.
Green told you it was that bush.
Right, so
So for all intents and purposes, that is the bush.
like
It rolled higher than your passive perception, so you didn't see it move.
oh. So jeez Louise. Man!
She attacks the mighty bush.
Oh, that,
The bush goes up in flames.
I know I was going to, but
You can.
yeah, but
As far as you know, it's there.
okay.
For
In
the-
fact, I'll throw a fireball at them.
Yep. So roll to hit the bush.
Hit the bush. No.
If you miss, I will.
A bush can't have high.
Throw my d20 ahead. 1 second.
That bush is not on fire.
It's
the flaming bush.
The,
Oh hail the flaming bush!
the
Oh no,
bush
I
is
need
AC's
to.
on.
Right, I've got.
No, you're right. So it's your spell attack.
Yeah.
No.
So
So
it's
add
that.
that one.
Oh Christ.
Christ, that's not gonna
15.
do.
15. Oddly enough, the bush has low AC, and you hit.
I thought you had to roll an actual 20 to set the bush on fire.
you lean back. You're like, die! You throw the firebolt. Sorry. The bush bursts into flames. The flaming bush is real, and you, Green, can now see the area around the bush because it's now set alight. Is there anything else you wish to do with that?
The bush.
Viola.
The bush. The
So
bush.
Laura.
is
I'm
on.
gonna get my sword out ready.
You're gonna get your sword out ready, so you unsheath your sword. Come on! Do you want to go investigate your bush, or are you quite content that
I'm quite intent that everything is burning in my bush.
bloopers?
The
Yes,
bush is on
this
fire.
happening.
I love D&D, guys. I do. Only in D&D would someone attack their own flaming bush. Is there anything else you wish to do?
This is how we're getting the views, alright?
You love the environment,
Am
people
I-
knowing.
I'm going to sort of move here.
Yeah? What way are you facing? You facing towards your flaming bush?
No, I think my flaming bush is alright right now.
Alright.
I'll
Cool.
let my fire do my bush.
Alright, cool.
This title
You
is
good,
gonna-
yeah?
This
The
title is going to be The
title, The
Flaming
Flaming
Bush.
Oh, that's the episode title now.
Solid.
I had one in mind, but
No, yeah, no.
it's been pissed
The
on.
flaming bush now.
It's well, not yet.
No, well, who knows how you get
Well, yeah,
I'll put it out
The road
later,
to Waterdeep.
alright?
The flaming bush.
The flaming bush of doom.
I'll have a little tinkle later. It's
So-
fine, hello.
Enemy number 3 is just gonna pop out. Not even like pop out. You, Viella.
I'm gonna die.
After you blew up the bush.
There's 21 hits.
Oh,
Yeah, because yours is only
fudging
14.
hell, yes.
So you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Why?
Facing the fire,
Would you look at me?
You're looking around, and then you feel this bolt just sink into your side,
Oh,
and you
what a
look
shot
over
move
and
now.
you see that the bolt came from the bush on the left, the non-flaming bush, as it were. And Green, you're up. You saw Viella get hit with the bolt. You didn't see which direction it came from,
Oh,
but that you can converse in combat. Like that's the thing.
I'll just take my sword out
Did I see it?
and stand
You
there.
know where it came from.
Okay. It came from Big Bush, non-flaming bush.
There you go.
Did you guys get that? I don't think you
But
did.
then I can't really do anything because I won't be able to see him because of the darkness.
Oh yeah, you're
How
crap at seeing
far
the
out does the firelight go?
Up to 10 feet.
Okay.
So you can't see.
Maybe you got 2 fires now.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so I can pretty
you
much
can
see
only
to
see
the...
like 5, 10 like there.
Right, okay.
I mean, it was a miracle, like you saw the feet in the bush.
So then I'll just grab my sword and that's what
Yeah, that's fine. So you take out your long sword and you look toward the bush, a bit squirmy-eyed, trying to make out.
I think we need
But
to
you
get
can
some
see the
glasses.
rustling of it now.
Let's get him some glasses. If they really were back then.
At that Green, as you're looking at the bush, you see this bolt just come at you, and as you're looking at it, you see it just in time, like that, and you move, and it just grazes just past you. And you come back to it, and you think, oh, hello.
Hello.
And we're back at the top of the round. Barakus.
So I'm guessing it missed them.
You have no clue where any enemy is.
Yeah.
You've heard someone shout "Big Bush" and bushfire.
Straight away, he's just gonna hysterically laugh at me.
Yep, easy.
He's just trying not to snigger.
I mean, let's be honest, you're pretty safe as house is.
Yeah.
Is it possible for me to sort of pop my head out? And
It is always
sort of,
possible
like,
for you to
and
pop your
just
head
like
And then we'll
look.
just stand there.
So as you come up, you pop your head out and you can make a perception check, please. See if you've seen anything.
I don't think I get anything for it now. 11.
11. So
Oh
as
yeah,
you
because you're coming out that side as well, aren't you?
and he does have dark vision.
Yes.
So as you're looking out, you don't see any enemies, but you do see both Green and Viella looking at that hedge. And as you look, you see the hedge rustling.
I like a rustling bush.
No,
It needs a good trim.
This is guy
Such
playing with
children.
his hair beard.
I like.
Beard. How about some beards grow?
I'm
face
just gonna walk away.
His hair beard.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Well then.
He has a facial bush, there we go.
And I love my facial bush, okay? It comes in a hat, wait up. What I will do, ding dee dee dee. I will step outside of the cart
Mhm.
and I will go around here.
So it'll coming out of the cart will cost you an extra 5 feet of movement.
Yep.
So just coming out of the cart, that's 10 feet. Okay.
Yep, not a problem. So literally, because I was there anyway.
Mhm.
So
So
go.
that's 10.
That's 10.
Yep.
Then it will go there.
15, 20.
So I'll be there anyway.
Yep.
And I won't be able to tell if they've seen me or not either because I don't know if they're there. And I'll hide again.
You hide. Yep. So please roll for stealth.
12.
12. Okay. No worries. You believe to be hidden.
I am the wheel. Wait, what? That is it.
Yeah, I do. Elora, knowing where the enemies are coming from now,
At least one of us do.
or at least one enemy.
Okay, I am going to move 15, so I'm next to green. I'm going to reach out, touch his shirt, and cast light. And I think it does 20-foot bright light, and then
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, 20-foot bright light, and then 20-foot dim light. So
So you feel Elora place her hand behind you, and all of a sudden your red shirt just emulates this light. You know, the
Fuck.
and a bit like,
nice. It's like your entire t-shirt is made of UV sticks. Yep, and you are now well lit.
Nice.
Literally.
Anything else you wish to do?
Oh my god.
yeah, I'm gonna move back,
Of course you are.
and then I'm gonna draw my, because that was my action. So I'm gonna draw my bow.
Okay,
Ready.
yeah.
Not holding obviously action, but just draw my bow.
Yeah, that's fine. Anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Have I seen, like, from where I was here when they popped out, did I see what kind of
You
thing it
haven't
was?
yet, no.
Okay.
But the bush is a very, like, 4 or 5 foot tall bush. So you would assume that whatever's behind there is either crouching down or a small creature,
Okay.
essentially. Yeah. Alright, so at that, this one is going to come out.
Yes.
Already seeing you from where you were.
Yeah.
He's just going to... Yeah, he's going to come there. And as he runs towards you, Green, he's got his bow. And he's Barakus, sorry. I don't know why I get you both mixed up all the time.
Do I look like broccoli?
Well, that beard, yes, you do.
Oh, nice.
And that is an 11 to hit, so that misses. So as you see it running, its little stubby legs chasing, its little head going ding, like that, and it just whoosh, goes right through it past you.
Michael Jackson.
Pretty much.
Shot
And
barrel.
that's that one's turn. So Viella, you would have seen this running out with your eyes.
My
Oh,
eyes?
Viella, sorry, you're Viella, not you. So you would have seen this character here run out.
So basically, I only think that there's that person.
You've
there.
only seen one.
So I don't think there's anything in that bush.
You don't know. You can inspect the bush.
Because I suppose you would have thought he was the one that attacked you as well. You don't know, do you?
But I've got my sword and I'm injured, so I don't really want to have to move.
Good tune.
And if I put my sword away, is that an action?
No.
Right, so I can put my sword away
See if you
and
sword.
get me my long sword? My
yeah, because you could do it in
crossbow
like
out.
one kind of like
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Heard
so
just treat.
put my
Yeah,
just
put my
treat.
sword away, get my crossbow out, and aim and fire.
You can.
I can.
Yeah, you
I
can
thought
just.
said I can't. I was like, what? How dare you tell me I can't?
Yep. So you are going to shoot for number 1. Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Make your attack roll.
Come on, you sexy bitch. I hate you.
you do have +6.
Um,
And then plus that one.
17.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
17 hits.
Yes.
Please roll for damage.
And that is this funky square thing.
No.
No.
Oh, I always do this
I
wrong.
should hope not.
D8 you're on that one.
It's the other funky square thing.
But it's I think it's like
The other one that you wouldn't want to stand on.
Yeah.
Unless you would take 1d8 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
oh nice.
Is that max?
And then you add 4 I think.
Yeah. 12.
12. So as it's running towards Barakus, it gets a shot in the air, like, I've got you. And it goes right through his neck, and it just crumbles on the ground. And it is out.
For the kill.
That weak.
Can I quickly send a message to Laura
That would
and
be
say,
an action, I do believe.
Oh.
You can shout over as conversation, but sending a message would be an action.
We're close enough that if you called out, I'd hear.
Yeah,
it,
you're
I
not actually that far from each other. You're like,
Okay.
what, 15 feet
so
away?
if I like did it slightly quietly and went one down, I'm hoping that nothing else, if I could see anything, would hear, because we still don't know if there's anything.
You could...
I'm just going to be like, one down, and then see what happens.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you-
I'm going to
you-
keep my out.
in a low shout over to Elora. One down.
Yeah.
No. Viola?
That's Laura.
Elora? No, I'm on the wrong way.
Yeah, you went the long way. Enemy 3.
Enemy number 3.
And like that, this one pops up over here, and
I should have set fire.
What an
I
attack!
know.
She's dead already.
So he shoots a little bow at you. So that is 17 to hit.
I'm going to die.
Probably.
It's alright, you have a healing potion. And I know you have a healing
That's
potion.
3 points of piercing damage. I rolled a,
Oh, that's
I rolled
fine.
a 1.
Oh,
so.
that's fine.
Is
then.
that okay?
I thought the 17,
Is that,
and then I was going
is
to
that
be
fine
like
for you?
You take all points of damage. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yep, so enemy number 3 has now made itself open to you. Green?
He's what? I didn't...
5, 10,
Because now he
15,
can see
20, 25,
3 points.
30. I'm right in his face.
Looks
I'm
like he's
going
making out
reckless
with
with the
it.
sword.
Do it.
It looks like he's trying to eat his face.
Well,
Yeah. 18.
18 definitely hits. Please roll for damage.
It'll
Long
be a
sword, yeah?
D10, won't it? Because I'm doing it two-handed.
Doing it two-handed, yeah. More versatile weapon.
Six.
6 points of damage. List slashing. Oh, actually, it is considered a small creature. So next time, your reckless won't work, okay?
Okay.
But we'll remember that for next time. So that's my fault for not remembering it. As you've gotten over and gone over to it and struck down on it, you recognise it as a goblin. You fought these before when you were up in the mountains.
They're not just the mountains.
Anything else you wish to do?
Yeah, foamy mouth.
Am I down then, or am I
No,
just
that
being
was just me being a
Okay.
dick.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
She just wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
do
all.
that.
Excellent. So, no, Viella. How can I get this right today? Viella, you look as
I'm
green.
gonna get this and be like,
Yeah, that's Barakus.
I
That
know!
confused me even more.
I know. I'm just saying.
So,
She does have a disguise kit.
yeah.
She's gonna wake up. You're gonna wake up one morning and be
I
like,
was about to say, I've woken up with boobs. yes. It's time to just have some fun. Wait, what?
There's never enough opportunities for a Scooby-Doo quote.
Exactly.
No, and I think I got that one quite
Yeah.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Thank you. Take a bow.
Bravo.
Take a bow.
If I could give you inspiration, I would. So, Viella, as Green turns to run at this enemy, you're looking at him, and as you look at him, this bolt comes at you. But as you're turning to look at him, you actually move out of the direction of it, and you feel it just drape across your stomach. You're like, "Woohoo! That was a close one." And you've seen that come from the bush.
The bush.
The bush.
Not the flaming bush. The normal bush.
It's the other bush. And top of the line,
You forgot
Barakus.
to. Oh, is he already?
That was already the.
I got confused then. I was like, she hasn't done anything with two.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do first
Quite the sociable group.
is
Someone said the
I'm gonna move. I'll go there and I'm gonna investigate the bush.
The bush.
The bush.
Yep. So you'll have to go into the bush to
I have
investigate
to
the
go
bush.
actually inside
Yes,
it. Yeah.
please. Otherwise, you're just looking towards the bush.
What's the whole point
To
of the bush?
investigate, you must be one with the bush.
Leave me alone, bush.
Yes, that was 20,
You have bonus action dash.
30. Yeah, bugger it, I'll dash.
Yep, bonus action dash.
And I'll be behind. Yeah, and I will investigate it.
Please roll an investigation. That will be your action.
Investigation, where is it? There it is. Oh, wow. 7.
Yeah, so you get up to the bush. It's dark, thankfully you have your dark vision, so there's no need. And you're just kind of ruffling through the top of the bush, and you don't see anything.
Sweet.
Oh, great.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you're like, you just look over at everyone like, nothing here.
Yeah.
Bush.
Yep.
Bush.
So you Viola, have now seen Barakus on top of the bush, rustling through it when you've just seen a bolt come through from that area. Elora. Unless there's anything else you wish to do.
Please set fire to the bush. Someone sets fire to the bush.
Not what I'm. Nah.
Well, I was thinking that, but if, like, obviously, because I'm watching, and Barakus is like, no,
You've also
I've
seen a bolt come from that area.
So
yeah,
you sort of,
but I don't want to shoot something that I can't see and potentially hit
Do
Barakus.
it. Do it.
So I'm going to move to there,
Yep.
and then I'm going to send an arrow at number 3, because I can
Please don't
see
hit
that
me.
one.
Yep.
I imagine it would have been...
I was hoping you to just shoot at me.
Actually, yeah, that's a point. If
I was
can
gonna
I
say, you
angle
won't be
myself
able
so
to
I can
see
see it? Would it be like there?
I'm content that you know he's attacking something.
Okay.
It's not like a massive roaring fire, it's quite dull embers by now.
10.
10?
Yeah.
10 misses. Unfortunately, my dear child.
All green.
Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn, Elora?
Yeah, I'll call out to Barakus. Is there anything in there? Something came out of it. There was a bolt.
All I see is bush. And all I do is shrug my shoulders. Bush!
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, that's me done.
The bush
I think
is
that's
booby
my first
trapped.
time. I can't do this anymore.
It's a booby trap bush.
So at that, Viola, that's your go. Enemy number 3 is just gonna.
No, that's my.
Oh my god! Why am I doing this?
The
Why are
bush,
you not working?
it's because the bush is paying you off.
There is there's so much
No.
bush in this
No.
game, guys. Sorry, if you clicked out by now, we understand.
Yeah.
We get it.
No, we understand that you stay for the flaming bush, but for the normal bush, we understand why you're leaving, alright?
Viola, this is your go.
It's time for the bush.
Right. I am going to storm over to said bush.
And investigate.
Yes.
Dead bush.
To the bush.
But as I'm walking, I'm going to shout to Barakus,
Oh,
get out
wait,
of the fucking bush!
Oh,
Because I am pissed! I am hurt and I am pissed!
it's
Right.
my bush.
And as I'm walking over, I'm going to get Fireball ready.
What is fireball? Just attacks
Firebolt.
immediate. Firebolt just attacks immediate area, doesn't it? It doesn't
Yes.
have a.
A rain.
Yeah, it doesn't have like a massive boof range, does
No,
it?
not that I'm aware of, no. No.
No, it doesn't
That's
say
fine.
anything like
I
that.
just love
Yeah,
how she
that's
tells
fine.
me to move out of the way, and even though I can't move.
So as you're storming over it and walking over it, you attack the bush.
Yeah,
The bush!
It just says a ranged spell attack against a target.
Yeah,
So.
that's fine.
But I'm gonna aim my fire at the floor, so I
Alright,
hopefully won't hit.
So what are you doing?
I'm-
Are you
I'm
hitting the
gonna
bush
die.
or are you hitting the floor in front of the bush? Because if you hit the floor on the bush, you're hitting the bush.
And then it's going to go alight, and guess what? Barakus will go alight, and guess
But you're
what?
not in the bush.
Yeah.
Kind of behind
No,
me.
I'm actually like, I'm still like
Yeah.
sort of going like that, and I.
Oh.
I would tend to say like you've done that. Like you're not
Yeah, and
touching
then,
the bush. You're,
bush just goes
you're
up.
next to the bush. You're not
Yeah.
in bush.
So you're not in bush. Have we
He's
said
next.
that you're not in the
He
bush?
is not deep in the bush. He's next to the bush.
Okay.
I wish I was different.
He's not arm deep yet.
No, he's not on deep.
I'm not ready for the deepness yet.
He's not gone deep. Carry on.
This is all your fault.
Yeah.
Why?
You're the one that started.
Because we set the bush on fire. It's
It's not
not
the
my fault.
penetration phase yet.
Right.
I
Okay.
love D&D.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Right.
No, it's just us.
Trying to set me bush on
Right,
fire.
so where she actually do? She actually, like, has she moved towards this way?
Yeah, she has. You moved.
Because I'm
You started
confused.
storming over.
So I reckon she'd have got to there
Right,
before
so
she set it
you need
alight.
to add your spell attack modifier.
She's lost, she's broken.
18,
She's
19.
broken.
19 thoroughly hits the bush. Please roll for damage.
Wait a
See
second,
the
is this
bush
thing?
is
Yes, it is.
It's a D10.
Oh, for the love of all that is.
You don't
Bush.
dice it out.
Oh, I
I
can't.
feel you guys should change your party name to the Mighty Bush.
The mighty bush of
Come
fire.
Actually, we would, but I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted.
Bush, Mighty Bush, not Boosh.
The flaming
Boosh,
bush
isn't it?
of the,
Yeah.
the mighty flame.
The Mighty Flaming Bush.
Right, hang on 1 second.
No, you don't add it.
I don't add. I'm 2.
2? Yeah.
I
Pretty sure that's enough.
love how depressed she sounds, even though it's just gonna go.
The
The bush is well on fire.
the bush is on fire.
It's a shame that I didn't.
Just
Right
quick
then.
selfie.
You're at the moment. You good?
That's one way to trick.
Is there anything else you wish to do in your turn?
I get it now. She hates bushes.
Yeah. Note to self, don't plant any bushes in the garden.
Yeah. Because she would have
Make
said
sure
I'm
you have
alive.
very well trimmed. Well, this is a game.
This might be our longest encounter yet, guys.
Yeah, we're already at
All
20
because of the bush.
The two bushes are doomed.
Not
Do
just.
you know what? If I would have known, I would have done a campaign purely on bush control.
It's not just two bushes though. It's the flaming bushes.
The mighty bush tamers.
Right, okay.
Are you good?
Critical bush. You're welcome, Wells. You're welcome.
Welcome to our world of the bushes.
We are the CB4. We've now worked out what it stands for. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're welcome.
It's like critical bush 4.
I think my insides are going to explode.
I think I should die.
It sounds like a new video game.
You're right there, Tail.
She regrets the decisions.
Oh yeah, but
It just works so well, critical role. I thought you were taking a piss at critical role when you were like CV4 and then the course started turning.
Nearly into his own.
Yeah,
Now they got waterproof
it's not just the
mascara.
critical bush. It's that 4 added on.
The critical bush.
I love a good origin story, guys.
yeah.
Right,
There
let's,
it is.
let's get back. Let's try and bring it back in, guys. Away from the bush. Right. Enemy Violet, that is your turn done. Yes. Yeah, and you are also done, by. Enemy number 3. He's gonna chuck his crossbow to the ground and he's gonna come at you, Green. He's gonna try and get in. He's only really getting in at your legs because he's a little bit tiny, you know. he tries. That is a 16 to hit. Is that your AC? No, your 15 is your
Yeah,
AC, isn't it?
15.
So that does in fact hit.
Yeah, how many damage?
4 points of piercing damage.
Lovely.
Yeah. And at that, it's gonna use its bonus action to disengage. It's gonna go over to the flaming bush.
I was
And
waiting
I've-
for him to jump into the flaming
have I
bush, then I was
seen
like,
him?
oh no.
Yeah, you're a light yourself.
Yeah, so,
So
you can
even-
see that.
Even
far.
if he did go out of your range of view, he's also now gone into the flaming bush area, so which is also lit. Yeah. So Green, you're up. Ah, fuck.
But what I'm going to do is bonus action, put my sword away,
Mhm.
and I'm just going to pick him up and
You're gonna pick him up and just
do a bane.
yeah, awesome. So please make a strength test. Strength check, please.
Okay, we're testing his strength. now.
Straight up strength.
No, natural
No.
one.
So you go to grab him, and as he's so tiny, you kind of grab and he misses. He just
All
dodges
those
right out of
steroids.
the way.
That's
Anything
good.
else you wish to do on your
I ain't
turn?
got anything else
No.
to do.
Enemy number 2. He's just the bushes are lit, and you hot, and it just runs out using the its bonus action to disengage, and you just see this flaming sort of singed golem. goblin run out of the bush this way. He goes to there, and he's doing the whole stop, drop, and roll. He's rolling on the ground. Motherfuckers! Top of the round, Barakus.
So okay, so he's pretty much like moving about everywhere on the floor, rolling, trying to stop himself.
Yeah, he's currently prone,
Sweet.
rolling about, trying to put out the embers.
To be honest, I just want to laugh at it, but I want to kill it too.
You can do both.
I'm gonna run over to him. It.
And you'll get advantage on any attacks made against it as it is prone.
And I'm going to jump onto him
Okay.
and attack him with my dagger.
Okay, yep, so you just kind of collapse onto him and you're slinging in
Yeah.
with the daggers. So
Yeah.
please make your attack roll with advantage.
Bloody
Please
fucking-
don't move.
Would be really awkward.
Oh, they're both the
Double.
same.
What'd you get?
Double 16s.
Double 16.
Yeah, that just hits. So please roll your d4 damage. It's d4 dagger.
And it says 2d4 on my sheet. Is that correct?
That's if you're using your double daggers.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Very nice, very nice. Yep, anything else you wish to do while you're mounting the goblin?
No, I'm going to stick to mounting him.
You're sticking to mounting him? No worries. So he is mounted.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
you're right.
A little bit. Elora, you're on deck.
Yeah, looks a bit.
I am going
You
to.
don't see me dry humping, right?
Yeah, of course we don't.
I'm gonna do, while I've still got my longbow out, I'm gonna turn this way. I'm gonna fire a shot at number 3.
Nice.
Natural 1. I'm not doing well.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you draw your bow and you go to take a shot. And can you please roll to hit? One more time.
10,
Add your crossbow modifiers.
15.
15. You hit green. Please roll for damage.
Oh, Christ.
That's a bad shot.
8.
Yeah, now you roll well.
Yeah, now I
8
know.
points, 8 points of piercing damage onto you there, Green, as Alora's terrible shot had a consequence.
And I'm just gonna call it, oh, shit, sorry.
Yeah,
You're dead!
you know, as you release it, you're like,
They'll be like,
Hey, you just see me just stand there and be like,
Green, this thing just sinks into your shoulder. You look there and you look up and
hey, I made it so you can see.
anything else you wish to do, Laura? Run, hide, take the horse and go.
running
I'm like,
out.
No, I'll be like,
You good?
yeah.
Viella.
Brave choice.
Right, first off, do I have a clean shot or am I going to hit him?
If you manoeuvred yourself, you could get a clean shot. Yeah.
Probably there.
Yeah.
Are you going for free as well? Are you?
Please don't hit him. Please don't hit him.
That'd be amazing if
Well,
you
to
die
be-
by the
to
hands
be
of
honest,
them.
it's like
Oh, trust out my go to come back and kill him.
it's kind of amusing how you say, please don't hit him, even though you're rolling for that to happen.
Right.
Right,
I'm
so
going to
please
use
roll.
my crossbow.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 14.
14 just misses.
Oh.
Misses both of them. I'll add it as well.
Oh.
Well, it wouldn't have hit me anyway because it wouldn't have been my armour.
To be honest, he would just look down
So
and
just
like foaming up.
Well,
I'll just be
just
like,
past the
you'd
goblin.
just be like, pull my sword out and just run after him.
Is anything else you wish to do on your turn? You got bonus action if you wish to use it. Action surge.
Yeah, I'm going to action.
Yeah, you can do that.
Action surge. Right.
You can take another shot.
I am going to take a shot. I'm going to stand there calmly.
You
Try
can
and
choose your
focus.
inspiration as well.
I will
meditate.
use my inspiration.
No, but you might not need to use it yet.
Roll
What to
first.
say?
Yeah, roll first.
Pending inspiration.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably used it on that natural one, but
if you rolled lower than what you've just rolled, then you know you're not going to hit, so it would be a chance to say, I use inspiration.
What did I roll last time? Hang on a minute.
You rolled lower.
Right, yes, I'm using this.
Inspiration.
So roll again.
Oh, please don't be low.
I will
Please
literally
don't do that.
cry.
Yeah, better.
Jeebus for that.
Is that a natural 1?
No.
No.
Just looks at it, you're
I
terrible.
would have cried.
Oh man, I would.
21.
21 definitely hits. Please roll for damage.
I don't hit green instead.
Goes
You know,
through
when in your character features, eventually you get an extra attack. So when you do your second wind, you get 2 attacks, which is quite cool. So in your
Right,
round,
I've got
you
to
can do 4
do-
attacks.
No.
No, I've got to do this once.
That's good.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You did.
10? Yep, so you get your bow, like, we can't, doing! And it sinks into its neck, and the beast just crumbles to the ground, and he is out.
And I'm still going to say this again. You do not see me dry humping anything, right?
No, and there's no dry humping going on whatsoever. Is there anything else you wish to do on your go, Viella?
Come enjoy the dry humping party.
No.
No? Green. The body has crumbled before you.
Cool.
Turn your attention back on the other one.
25, 30. Will I be able to see him with...
Yep, you'll be able to get a shot on his head or whatever it is you're wanting to do.
I'm going to literally stamp on
You're
his
gonna
head.
stamp on his head.
Would it be with advantage or because
It will be
he's-
advantage because he's prone,
Yeah.
but
He's
because
a
you're a
small-
large creature, so it is just straight up
up,
roll. That'll be your strength based modifier.
No.
19.
19 hits.
I can't be
So
bothered
your
to add.
attack will be your
18.
strength modifier. So what's your strength modifier?
4.
So you do 4 points of damage, which is exactly critical. So how do you want to make it look when you're stomping on his face?
Well, literally, as he lifts his head, I literally jump up and bang!
Yeah.
I curve stomp his ass.
Get off! You became rather attached to him, didn't you?
He was my dry humping buddy, alright?
Yep, so as Barakus has come up from stabbing him, you see the opportunity to stamp on his face and you just put all your weight onto your front foot and your heel just sinks right into his eye socket and crumbles. And he, oddly enough, is out. He's dead.
He did.
Aww.
And
I said I was gonna
that
do it.
is the encounter. You have survived the goblin attack.
Just.
And there we go. You have survived.
Well, at least it's all well lit now.
I'm going to sit on the floor and get my healing kit out.
No need to, because
Because we're still resting. aren't we?
you're still resting. This has been in a long
Okay.
rest.
I'm gonna cancel the white spell on green.
So there is now
Oh, yeah.
there is still
The light bulb.
extra light due to the 2 flaming bushes within camp. You currently have 3 fires going.
I think maybe we
Barbecue?
should put them out somehow. Otherwise, we're drawing attention to ourselves.
I think we've already done that when you lit the first one.
Can I investigate the little monsters?
You can, yeah.
Just wander over and have a poke, see if there's any like, I don't know, clan signs or anything like.
Oh yeah. So roll an investigation check. I'm content that you did this on all 3 of them.
17.
17. You're rifling through them. You don't find any real possessions on them. They're all just wearing like basic plated armor. It's quite rusted. Their instruments are also very rusted, and you don't see any symbols on them or anything.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
I've no idea where they came from. Do we know if there's any like goblin holes in this kind of area or sites of
not that
goblins?
you've heard of. The only creatures you've heard of are in these parts of gnolls.
So
But it's
all
not
weird.
unusual for goblins to be in a wooded area.
I suppose they were in the forest the other side of Silver Moon, weren't they? Okay, at that I'm just going to go, Viella, sort out your fires, sort out your bushes, and then I'm going to go back to
And
bed.
those who are having their long rest
excuse
can
me,
continue their long
I
rest.
have been kapowed. Someone else sort the bloody bushes out.
Well, you're the one
You're
that
the
bloody
one
set
who
him
blew 'em
alight.
You started the fire.
Snore, snore, snore.
Yep, so Elora's gone back to sleep. Who else was it? You as well, Barakus?
Alright.
You may also return to get your night's rest.
Enjoy the bushes.
Yeah.
And that's bad then.
Yep, and that sees the end of your long rest. The two of you that are on watch, you start to see the sunrise. It's a very crisp and cold morning. The blood that's shed from the goblins isn't quite frosted over, but there is a crisp to the ground and a slight little bit of freeze around the small pools of blood that are around their bodies. It is a new dawn. It is a new day. You're all feeling good. You regain your spells and your hit points back. Anything you have lost, including your bonus actions, Diella? It is a new dawn. Yeah.
I have a hole in my sheet.
Is that from rubbing too hard?
Yep. Oh, there we go again.
You could use your
I know, but I like to do it on this one.
Yep, so it is a new day, a new chance for you to continue on your adventure and explore. Who is going to be riding the cart today?
Me.
You're going to give a go on the cart? The cart seats 2 people, so someone else wanted to go up the green, they could.
I'll walk for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll walk
Let
as well.
the dog have some exercise. Make
Yeah.
sure I feed it, actually. Feed the pooch.
Feed the pooch, yep, so you ensure fed pooch is fed. Lovely stuff.
That's right, no one wants to sit next to me, go smell us.
So would someone like to make a navigation check, perhaps?
I will get my little concoction out.
Your little concoction, yeah, your little contraption that Bear ever
Ooh,
so
so
kindly made you.
Oh, wait a second. I'll sit up front with green because otherwise if I'm sat in the back then I can't see the sun.
Or does it have to be, do we have to be
That's
still?
beyond
You have to be
the-
still.
Oh, so we can do it while we're packing up.
Okay.
I'm gonna while she's doing that, I'm gonna get out a little piece of paper so I can start making notes.
Yeah,
Maybe like
that's fine.
day 1, write down the
Oh.
date.
I'll just jump up, feed Gizmo and put him back in the...
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, ready?
Alright,
So
so,
then
please
How do you do this? Just
please make a, first of all, make a intelligence check.
Let's have a look, see if I have any intelligence.
Probably not.
What is wrong with you today?
no, that's your saving. So it's just straight up intelligence, yeah? So
Yeah,
that one.
straight up intelligence.
What's wrong with who?
13.
13, yeah, and then please make a nature check.
Natural 1. Plus 2 equals 3.
Plus 2. Right, so you know that you have passed the Evermores. You know you came out in a southwesterly position. And you get the feeling that, you may be on the right track. You're still not 100% sure. All you can really tell by this contraption at the moment is that it is the morning. And you might be heading either south or west. That is all you can tell at the moment.
To there.
Is there anything else you all wish to know?
Day 1.
Day 1.
You're making notes, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't need to, but like I want
Yeah.
to. If we're both there, kind of just looking at it, going like, "Is this what he said? Is this right?" I mean, it's light, but we're going like wind and air and. Oh, your contraption's weird.
I'm going to be like, okay, and just put it away.
Yeah, put it away, put it back, put it nice and safely back. Yep, so you all pack away and you start your journey following the main road, trying to remember the instructions that Bear gave you to follow. Though you do know it is pretty much just following the main road and keeping the river to your left and following that down into the goldfields. Yep, anything any of you wish to be doing while you're travelling?
I was going to say, do you want me to make a handling check?
I won't need to make a handling check,
Okay.
but you will need to. 2 of you need to make perception checks, please. Whichever 2 of you do wish.
I'll make one.
Yeah. And you, Greenstar,
Yeah.
as you are on the cart.
18.
18, very
13.
nice. 13. Very nice. So as you're all travelling, you're out and about. You don't see much, and you, unusually enough, you've also not seen many travellers, which is something that you would usually have seen by now. There's a lot of wildlife. The sun has come up again, but it's still a very frostbitten day as the day goes on. Can you remember which village that Bear said you'd be coming across first?
Well, he didn't say a village
No?
because he didn't know what he was saying. They were a couple of villages. All I've got is southwest, follow the River Dresden,
Mm-hmm.
and then it branches south to Golden Fields, which we don't want to go to.
No.
We go over the bridge and follow the road after that.
Yep, that's fine. Yep, so as you get there, there's not a whole lot happening at this point of the day. You reach kind of midday lunchtime point. Anyone want to stop for food, or are you going to eat while you travel?
I want to do a bit of hunting for later on.
Yep, so if you want,
We
you
can stop for a midday.
You can stop
Mhm.
for a little midday bit, and you can go off and do some hunting. It's not so much a wooded area that you're going into now. It's more of a grassland sort of area. So you've kind of come out of the woods, and now it's a lot more open and a lot more grass fed. So you can.
Oh, I still got the river.
But there is still the river to the. It's not right next to you,
Yeah.
but so it is a good way from the road. So if you want to walk all the way to the
Yeah.
river, you can, but it will take a little bit of time.
That's good.
So what are you doing?
Going hunting in the river too.
You're gonna go in the
Yeah.
river. Okay, so the river is probably around a 30-minute walk, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
So-
join him.
You're gonna join him. Yeah.
We'll stay with. Well, I'll stay with the horse and cart.
Stay in the horse
Yeah,
and cart. Are you two
so-
doing anything in particular with the horse and cart?
I don't know. Look, is it? There's grass around for the horse
Yeah,
to
yeah. There's
eat.
grass.
So,
So the horse can graze.
Yeah, if we're stopped then for a little bit, we'll unhook it and let it.
Yep.
Keep it on like a.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's like trees and then grass and the
There's
trees
not so
and
much trees. It's quite flat. It's quite flat grassland. There is an odd tree here and there.
Okay, we'll just like unhook it and let it graze
Yeah.
a little bit.
So yeah, it's just in the field next to the main road there. And it's
Yeah.
just grazing quite nicely.
We'll just stay with it, keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys can eat your rations during that. Green, you and Barakus both head to the stream after a little while. You do finally get there. How are you going to fish?
I'm gonna tie a bit of rope to an arrow, and
Yeah.
I'll just shoot some.
You're going to go for spearing. Yeah.
And
So
I'm just going to do my usual get in the water with my spear out.
yeah. So if you could please both make attack rolls. Green, yours will be not green. Sorry, Barakus, yours will be at disadvantage as it's now a weighted bow or weighted arrow.
Oh,
So 18 was my disadvantage, and then
18?
I got a natural 20 for the wild one.
Brutal. 18. Yeah. And you, Green?
11.
11. So Green, you were unsuccessful on getting a fish, but thankfully, Barakus, you a couple of attempts. Once you finally managed to work out like the weight of the bow, you held it back and boom, you managed to catch not a massive fish by any means, but it would feed you.
Decent.
Yeah, a nice little one fish wonder there.
Nice.
Is there anything else you guys wish to do while you explore a little bit, or?
I'm just going to try one more time.
Yep, try one more time. Go for attack roll.
Fuck.
Nope. Nope. So
Would you like
you're
a hand?
kind of hoping that you learnt from your previous mistakes, but
Nope.
unfortunately you did not.
I will try again just
Yeah.
to get him something. At
Yeah,
least.
go for it. Make an attack roll
Is it
with
still-
disadvantage
yeah.
again. I hope it's not another 20. Yeah, but unfortunate.
Oh.
6. with a
6.
disadvantage.
So you almost got a little bit too cocky. Like,
Good.
"Oh, I've got this. Brum, and it just flops into the ward. Didn't have enough power drawn on it, so
Yeah.
unfortunately not. But you did get that one fish.
It's
That's
all
some
good.
form of victory there, I suppose.
I'll offer my fish to
Yeah.
Green as a good gesture.
You are offered a fish.
I say keep it.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
It's all mine. Fish.
You can keep your fish for dinner later if you wish. You can eat it raw now. Do as you wish.
I'll
Make some
just
fish
save it
jerky
for
later.
me.
Yeah. Yep, so
Um,
you both start heading your way back.
I want to do a little bit of exploring for myself, but Green can go back.
You can if you want. It's all open land.
Yeah, just
So-
walk around a bit.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
How long are you walking around for, would you say?
about 20 minutes at least.
Yeah, about 20 minutes. So you're walking in the opposite way you've came, yeah? So Green, you heading back?
Yep.
Yep, so you eventually head back to the group without Barakus.
Dun, dun, dun.
you haven't killed him, have you? Drown him in the river.
Yep.
Where has he gone?
He's gone exploring.
Oh dear.
What to see the wizard?
And then he dies.
Barakus, while you're out, you don't see much. You don't even really see many wild animals. There's not too many rabbits or anything like that there. It's quite a very open, plain landscape while you're walking around.
Oh, sweet. Nice and peaceful.
No, it is. It's very quiet. As you're stepping, you can still feel like the nice crisp that's on the ground from the winter morning. But
Mm.
it's a beautiful day.
Sweet.
Beautiful day. you start to head back?
Yeah, I'll start heading back then.
Yep, so around it's quite a long break you guys have taken.
Probably like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's probably about a
Yeah.
2-hour break that you guys are taking now. So you're coming along to the mid-afternoon as you guys resaddle, relash the horse, and get on your way. You guys, same people still driving the car, yeah? Lovely stuff. So you are just carrying along the road, and the night time goes on, and night begins to fall. Do you wish to carry on, or would you wish to...
Do we want to carry on a little bit because we stopped so long, or find
We
somewhere?
can carry on a little bit longer as long as we keep an eye out, and
somewhere to stay.
And then we'll find somewhere to crash.
Given what Bear told you, you'll know you're quite close to the next village.
Yeah.
Do we want to? If we pushed on, how late would it be? Because we don't want to be coming out of the village really late, and that's a bit. They might get a bit weary.
You're unsure as to how much further away the village is.
So maybe like push on for like an extra hour or something, and then try and find somewhere.
Yeah, that's fine. So you push on for an extra hour. You don't quite make it to the village, and there is a lot of very flat, very open land around you. There's not really anywhere to sort of build yourself like a little enclosed area like you had the previous night. It's all very open, but it is flat enough for you to take your car off the main road.
Okay, we'll do that somewhere that's
if we
looks. Yeah.
So you're setting up camp. Anything anyone wishes to do while the camp setup begins?
Maybe, I don't know.
maybe
Scout round.
Scout out.
Yeah. So anyone scoping around, please make a perception checks.
Oh, that's great fun, isn't it? 17.
17?
7.
7. Opposite ends.
Oh,
of
look at
both,
that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so as you're both sort of like scoping the land while Green and Alora are starting to set up camp, you don't see anything unusual. You're both just kind of stood there looking out into the air. It's quite a very still. The moon is extremely bright tonight in a very clear sky. It looks like it's going to be another pleasant evening as far as the weather goes.
Okay.
So anything anyone wishes to do with this evening time?
Except eat my fish.
Except eat your fish, yeah? You can roast your fish on the fire, put it on a stick.
See, I want to do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Barakus has his fish on a stick, and he's quite content with that. You guys all eating your rations, yeah? I'm assuming
Feeding
obviously
the
you
animal.
would have got some water from for the horse. And
Yeah, we would have made sure like canteens are filled and stuff so we can have
there's
a drink.
plenty for him to graze upon. So who will be taking the first watch?
I will do a ferret watch again.
Yeah, anyone going to join Barakus?
I'll do it.
You'll do it. Yep, so if you both please make perception checks.
God, Lord.
Again? Don't say you got 17 again.
No.
Oh wow.
No, she didn't.
Yes.
I see nothing.
Again,
She's the fire.
Viola, you're really nice and cosy in front of the fire, and again you just sort of lose yourself in the flames, kind of hoping that you'd learn from the previous night, but unfortunately not quite.
I got 7.
Barakus, you are almost just as entangled in the flames as Alora is, and your watch goes without a hitch.
Thank goodness.
A rather quiet watch. You feel free to wake up your compadres unless there's anything you both wish to be talking about. No,
Wake up, bitch! Ow!
Yeah, so
Push.
Physical hurt.
as you're slapping Laura, puppy's like, get off.
That's right. We're like, that's right, Laurie. Sick her.
Sit!
She doesn't listen to you.
No, you could conjure your fey creature to be a puppy for.
No, because it's an owl.
Yeah, but it could be what you wish it to be.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you obviously wake up Green as well. Yeah. So
Stumble out.
the night switches. It feels a little bit more chilly tonight than it did the previous night, but not massively. And would you both please make perception checks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so. Oh, we're not in that.
Yeah, I know.
20, but not natural.
20, but not natural. 16. Yeah, so you're both very vigilant, and I'm afraid nothing happens of the night. You all gain,
After the previous night, we're just
Yeah.
like,
And you guys are almost on even more alert this time. You're in such a more of an open space. You're a lot bigger target than you were the previous night. But the night goes off without a hitch, thankfully. You all gain. Well,
We didn't use anything.
yeah, you didn't get attacked, so you're good. But you would all gain all back all your extra features. So it's a new dawn. It's a new day.
Yeah.
Again. Is there anything anyone wish to do before you head off for the morning?
Feed the animals.
Feeds the animals, of course. No, we all just Stevie chillins.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Nice. Yep, so you set off for your next day of travels. You know it's around 3-4 day travel, depending on what you get up to within that time. Around, I'd say, I'm trying to work out the mileage. It's like having a car, isn't it?
Yeah.
So around just before midday, around maybe 11 o'clock, you start to see a small village appearing just up above the crest.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm sat on the back of the trailer, bobbing along.
I was just about to say who's actually driving the thing.
I'll drive it.
Yeah, she's driving it, so I'm sat
Yeah.
on the back, just kind of chilling,
Yeah.
I'm just
keeping
strolling.
an eye out.
What?
Ooh, we're going in.
Doing the action. Yeah.
No, yeah.
So you see the small, I wouldn't even call it really a town, it's more of a very small hamlet. And as you start to approach it, you can see that there is really just a few tiny thatched houses here and a small little bit of farmland and a couple of slightly bigger barn buildings. As you start to walk through, you see a tiny little sign just swinging on the side saying Peak Views Village.
Peak Views Village.
Views. As you are walking through, you can choose to stop in here if you wish and talk to some of the town folk, or you can choose to just pass on through. As you're approaching it, a couple of people do look at you, but you otherwise just go quite unnoticed. It's quite a well-trodden path, this area, so they're probably quite used to people just...
Do we want to
Trotting
get
through?
any information about the road ahead or anything like that, or anything that they've?
We can try and get info of what they know, maybe, and maybe that will help.
Yeah, maybe anything that we should be aware of.
Okay, so we stop. I get off, and I pat the horsey.
Pat the horsey, pat the horsey, pat the horsey. Yep, so you're dismounting your cart.
I'm gonna stay close to it though, like with them. We're not just gonna
Yeah.
abandon. We're gonna...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
So you get off your cart and you see a good few town folk. You know, they're going around their day-to-day business. No one's really taken too much of a notice to. There's one or two very small food carts. One's just vegetables and the other is just basic standard breads.
Right. Anyone gonna go over or right? Are you staying with the car?
Yeah, I'll stay
Right.
with the horsey.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to one of the carts.
Yeah, it's fine. You can go to one of the small little wooden stores.
Yeah.
And a very small elderly woman sees you and she just smiles at you.
Hello, we're just passing through. We just wanted to know if there was any information that we needed to know about the road ahead, just so that we're aware, or is there any way of making sure that we're going the right way?
Oh, where are you off to, dear?
Where are we off to?
Water's deep.
We're on our way to Water's Deep.
Oh, what a fine city that is. Well, you're on the right road.
Okay, and is there any troubles that we need to be worrying about or anything?
Well, there are many troubles in this land. Whatever you encounter will be your trouble.
Okay, thank you very much. And then I go back
Do you want
to
any bread?
do you know what I might get? So I might get a little loaf of num num. Yes.
Yes,
yes.
It's
Loaf of
very
num-num.
fresh. It was only baked last week, so here you go, dear.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's just a
Uh-huh.
copper piece.
So I give you
Oh.
this. There you go.
She's almost very happy to see coin.
No.
There's obviously very small amount of trade here in this little hamlet. Oh, you'll be quite safe potentially. Just follow the road over the bridge, and you'll get to the next town.
Okay, what's the next town?
Crypt Town, dear.
Okey-doke.
Crypt as in like a crypt.
Yeah. Krypt.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, good luck, dear, and enjoy your travels. Thank you so much.
I go over and
Look at her. She's just smiling like.
Oh, well. I go over and I let Elora know that apparently everything's fine up ahead. The next town ahead is called the Crypt Village Town.
Because that's not a creepy name.
Yeah, I know.
That's an awesome name.
But apart from that, apparently we are on our right track.
Did she say how far?
Not really. I didn't ask. I just. Yes.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to climb back in the back of the cart then.
Just go back in there.
Yeah. Just get back in there.
Are we departing?
Right, okay, so we off.
Did anyone else want to?
No, I'm
do
good.
anything, or
What I
talk to
needed.
anyone?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, right, off we
So
go then.
we'll-
Yeah, no, you
Keep going.
carry your way, passing on through town. The little bread stall lady waves you off. She's really smiley now.
Aww,
You've made her day.
I know, right?
Yeah, and you carry on your little trip towards this. You start heading down the same main road that you had before. There are a few twists, few bends, few hill inclines, but the area itself stays the same. Still very plain grasslandy, odd few trees here and there. As you start to come down the hill, you do see in the very far distance, you can see another small little town. And so you'll come down the hill and you'll just approach over a bridge. You do remember Bear telling you there's a small little bridge before the next town. And at this point, we'll take some perception checks, please. As you're going down the hill. And who's whipping the cart?
I think Lucy was.
Please make an animal handling check as well, please.
God, hang on, right, perception
So-
first.
Give me your perception.
9.
9.
18.
18.
8. That fits
8.
quite well. I'm in the
Yeah.
thing.
You're
I'm
le-
reading my book, petting the dog.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm chilling. I'm having the best life.
Yeah, good time.
7 for me on perception.
Perception, and please make your animal handling check just to ensure that you're getting the horse to take a slow pace as you go down the hill.
8. Because
8.
I got 10, but I had to take -2 away.
Yeah, so you kind of you go, then and it starts to quicken, like guys, guys.
I'm gonna try
And then before you manage to get a react because you're sat in the back. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
but I'd be
You-
like start
all
trying
of
to
a
stumble.
sudden you hear Viella, guys, and it's already like gone out of you guys' range already. Like as you've almost gone to for some reason grab it, but the cart is already like burling down the hill.
Can I,
The horse,
while I'm in the thing, can I try and climb through to the? You said it was just flappy.
you
wasn't
can. So please,
it? I'm gonna try and climb so I can try and help her.
please make an acrobatics check to make sure you can stay stood up in the cart as
17.
it's moving around. So you keep your feet stable as you walk. And then you go over to the front and please make an animal handling check
Please
to
tell me
take
you've got
over
better.
from the reins.
I was going to say, please tell me you've got better than me.
17.
Yep. So you manage to get yourself in the
Yeah.
front seat. You snatch the reins off of Viella and you pull it up, like rocking on your feet to pull up, and the horse gives a little kick and then it comes to a halt, and you just hear a sound.
And I'm just gonna turn to Vienna and give her the filthiest look.
It wasn't my fault!
I'm gonna like just drop the reins,
The puppy
dive
has
back
just
in.
slid from the end and bashed itself
I'm
against
gonna
the
like
panel.
pick it up and be like, oh my.
The cart didn't manage to go too far. It did maybe like 15-20 feet of high speed, and then it was abruptly stopped. Big dust cloud everywhere, and all you hear is someone screaming at someone else and
I'm gonna start shouting at Viella and Elf and be like, Elf.
Shall we
In
get
Elvish.
into it?
And be like,
My
oh my
case
god, what
didn't
were you
break
doing? You have to
open
pay
for my
attention
judgment.
with the damn
I
thing.
was paying attention with
That's
the
on
damn horse!
That's on the
You should have made sure that the puppy was secure.
I hope you
The
guys
puppy
can
was
still
secure.
hear
I had
this.
to let it go to help you stop the horse.
Thankfully, Gizmo was well attached, but his cage up. But Gizmo's on the bar.
It's like lovely.
He's loving it. He's at Disneyland right now. This is the
gonna-
equivalent of Fort Park for him.
I'm gonna make sure Laurie's okay. Like,
Yeah. So you reach around the back, and she's done that of her paw, and there is a small cut on her paw. As she tries to put weight on it, she can't put weight on it.
I'm gonna...
Have you got your puppy sheet?
Don't dare.
It is a small puppy, and it's had a bludgeoning damage.
I don't know if I have my puppy. I should have my puppy sheet. Oh shit! I don't know.
If you
I
want,
have
just
them.
make a note of it, and on your puppy sheet, broken paw. And she currently has -8 health points permanent until it is fixed.
Yeah, because we've never done one for Gizmo.
No.
I'll have a look in the break.
I
Yeah.
expect Gizmo's just
Mine
like
is-
Yeah. He's my psychotic bat.
So she
Weird.
has 8 permanent damage.
Permanent.
Permanent damage
Until the bone's
until
fixed.
her paw is fixed.
Do I know anything that could help? Do I have anything that would help? Like
You can make a medicine check if you wish.
yeah, I'll make.
Would a
medicine
healing
check.
potion work on a puppy?
Nope.
Oh shit, 2. That's
2. No, you kind of poke it. Oh, the dog is hurt.
Would a healing kit help?
No, because she's not unconscious.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, we have to do something to support.
I'm gonna
Maybe
try-
we make a
Poor,
little
poor
thing.
Luna is there looking so sorry for herself. Her fluffy ears covering her
I'm
face. and her little
gonna
paw.
like pick
Can
up very
I
very gently.
do a medical?
If you
Yeah,
want to try
I'm
and
gonna
make a
be like-
medicine check.
When they catch up, they just find like
medicine.
Laura like crying, like, "Oh, Laura, are you okay? I'm
5.
so
God,
sorry."
you guys don't know medicine.
Well, I wouldn't.
No,
have
you kind of go near it, and she like snaps at you a little bit, and you're like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not a clue.
Oh no.
To be honest, I want to try.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
If anyone
I mean,
wishes to make medicine
if,
checks.
If anyone wants
I've
to try
got
and help
minus,
her-
so probably not.
yeah, you stay
Oh,
away.
I'm going to try again. I'm not scared of the bite.
Yeah, it's fine. Try one more time.
I'll wait for
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I would like to go near.
11.
11. You look at it, and she allows you to touch it, but then as you go to move it, she yelps and then snaps at you.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, we're getting close.
I would say I'd try and bind it, but I'd probably try and make it a bit worse. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Well, you should like bind it, surely, because then.
Yeah,
it's,
but I don't want to try and
Don't want to put her in
bind
distress
it and
anymore.
Yeah.
and
Or else she'll just go psychotic like his thing.
I'm gonna like put her in the bag with like I'm gonna take off my cloak and like stuff
Pad
the
the
bag,
bag a bit.
pad the bag,
Pad the
sit her
bag.
in there with it,
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah, and she's just kind of curled up in there, like,
and I'm gonna sit the bag on my lap.
yeah.
I'm gonna be like, right, okay.
So I'm guessing.
Someone else take the horse. Let's get to that town because someone needs to fix my dock.
I'll
Don't
take
start
the horse.
having a go at me!
That's fine, but we need to get you some horse handling lessons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'll
who's
take the
taking the horse?
horse.
So
I will.
please make an animal handling check. She's still on this hill.
I'm gonna get out and walk by the side of it.
11.
11. So you get in there and you start to go a little bit fast again, but you're able just to tame the horse and
Thank
almost get it to do a
God.
very strong
It's-
back-legged trot to avoid it
Thank
from rolling
God
down the
it's
hill
one
at
of my
pace.
attributes.
Have you got like minuses or anything?
No, it's
My
actually one of his
minuses
things.
is in my intelligence apart from my nature.
Oh, that's alright.
So you manage to get to the bottom of the hill. You're all really quite distracted at this point. You know, you're all quite fussing over the puppy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not fussing over no puppy. I'm sitting outside and I'm walking.
oh,
So
she's a
Um,
bitch.
she's
Yeah.
walking ahead.
So, you know, everyone's a bit like, oh, the puppy. You know, they're trying to help it, and she's just like, stupid puppy, and she starts kicking stones. And you start to slowly approach the bridge, and as you're getting close to the bridge, you can see that the town is even closer. The bridge being quite a narrow bridge, it can only just fit the cart. So anyone not on the cart will have to either walk in front or walk behind it in order for you all
Walk
to...
in front of the car.
No,
I go to walk.
it was an accident. Right, it's an accident.
I go to walk in front of the car, go like check
Is there
the bridge.
anyone sat with Green, or is he go by himself?
I think you're by yourself on the thing because I think I'm kind of like
back in
sat,
the cart.
like sat on the edge, kind of
Yeah.
like.
Okay, so
like with it on my lap. So
I
just try not to
just
get.
looked at Gizmo and seen him happily
Yeah,
laughing.
happy swinging.
Yeah, I'll just walk behind them.
Yeah, you're walking behind. Did you say you were doing something? Sorry,
Yeah, I'm
Diana?
just going to just quickly check over the bridge.
What do you mean
maybe-
check over the bridge?
I say
you're
like
gonna
check
walk over-
around it
Okay,
and
yeah.
then
Make sure nothing's lurking at the
make sure obviously just gently go across it because I don't know.
Yeah.
And the bridge breaks.
So are
It's
you
a
ahead of
bridge.
everyone? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk in, you go under, and then you feel something grab you from under the bridge, and there is something that's got a firm grasp on your wrist, and it's trying to pull you in under, and that's where we're gonna leave it.
Wait for it. Dun dun
Dun. Thank you everyone for watching tonight's adventure. I apologise about the mighty flaming bush. It can't be helped sometimes.
We don't apologise, we just find it banter.
It's just how it happens. But thank you for clicking in and then potentially immediately clicking away. We appreciate it. We understand it because it was a frightening bush. Thank you again to our amazing sponsor, TaylorMade Craft, of our fantastic initiative markers. Absolutely love them.
A nice looking card.
And a very nice looking birthday card, which we had made especially for Green, aka Mr. David. If you want to see more of his stuff, check out his Twitch channel, which is
Big Evil 22.
And maybe if you want to check out Ryan's Twitch channel, which is
Cloud7 Sephiroth 619.
yeah, that's
That's
easy,
not a tongue
right?
twister.
This is why I get him to say it because I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, she gets more confused than them.
Yeah.
But the 7 is actually Roman numerals.
Even worse.
Exactly.
But thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.